Hi, everybody. I am Bob. This is Christy. And I'm not going to use slides today because I think we have so many new teams joining us from around the world. And it's a very great time to be in Talk Fusion. It's a great time to be involved in the right company in MLM, which is Talk Fusion. But a lot of people did not know or had not had the opportunity to talk about the history of how I became involved in MLM and the lessons that I've learned along the way, because I think it's very important. Back when I was young, right out of college, I graduated from University of South Florida with a degree in criminology and followed a dream of becoming a deputy. Nobody in my family ever was in law enforcement, but what drew me to it was just simple, which is being able to help people. So when I do something, I really try to be the best at it. And if you can look and see maybe over there in that metallic plaque,
Yeah.
that is the award that I got for having the highest average in my police academy class. And that record, believe it or not, still holds true today. And there's been a lot of academy classes which have gone on since. So that award was for professional attitude. Yes. Scholastic. I know some of you are laughing. Go ahead. Scholastic excellence. I mean, my own wife's laughing at me. What are you laughing?
Define attitude.
In personal appearance, because I always took pride in doing my absolute best, no matter what I did. And the reason why is just because I wanted to serve people, I wanted to help people. So a few years in, um, to law enforcement, which I love, 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 did then, love now. I was looking for ways to make extra money like so many other people. My dad and I, who just turned 91, actually we were looking at franchises. I was looking at a Pizza Hut. I was looking at Fantastic Sam's, which is a hair cutting place for those of you that aren't familiar with it. Um, those franchises were about $300,000 back then. And the problem was it was probably $299,700 more than what I had.
Oh, yeah.
And I learned a lesson very early on that most traditional businesses were for people that already had a lot of money. I was somebody that didn't have a lot. As a matter of fact, I had none, but I was looking and I had the heart, the drive, the will, the grit, and the focus and the vision to do better than what I was. So we had the opportunity to work extra jobs called off-duty jobs. And what it is after our normal shift or before our shift, we could go and do security at a business, at a skating rink, at a construction site, whatever it is. And we made off-duty $15 an hour extra. That's what we made. So each month we would have off-duty sign up, and you would go down to the Sheriff's Operations Center. You would stick your ID card in the hat, and they would turn around and draw out your number. So, and they had all these tables. Yeah, they had all these tables all over the room with the jobs, right? So if you were number 38 that was picked, that meant 37 other deputies in front of you had the opportunity to perhaps get the job that best fit their schedule, which meant sometimes you could work 12-hour shifts and then stay awake for 2 hours and then go to work a job, off-duty job for 4 hours, sleep a little bit before you have to go back to work, right? So this was how life was. It was the only way that I knew how to make extra money. So I learned the value of hard work very early. I learned the value of little sleep very early. I learned the value of watching my friends go out and have fun while I was out doing off duty jobs after work. So I learned sacrifice very, very early. And back then, I did not have kids, I was not married. So I was really making the sacrifices for what would turn out to be my life now. So a lot of people, if you have families and you have kids, you need to be making the sacrifices now for them. I had none of that. And I had the vision to be able to look ahead to say, one day I will have that. And I want to make sure that I am absolutely prepared when that day comes. So I work off duty jobs, sometimes 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, save my money. My weekends, I would give up if I wasn't working on the weekends, right? So I was looking for a way. And so one of my jobs, I was working off duty at a church parking lot directing traffic. It was a big church, and they would let people come out, and we had to stop traffic so they could come out. And I had to go use the restroom, so ran inside the restroom real quick, and a gentleman asked me, he goes, "Here, are you here on a call?" I said, "No, sir, I'm just working off duty." And he says, "Oh, you'd like to make extra money?" I said, "We try to." He says, "Because you don't get paid much." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yes,
not too much." I said, "I'm not here for the paycheck, though. I'm here to just support the community and to help people." And he says, "Have you ever heard about Amway?" And back then, I didn't even know what Amway was. He said, "It's a way in which you can make extra money." And so he explained it to me. Wasn't for me, luckily, but because 2 days later, I had somebody hand me a sample of a nutritional product, which gave me a lot of energy. And he said it can help you lose weight. And I'm like, okay. So I took it, and what caught my eye instantly was the fact that I can make extra money doing it. That's what caught my eye. Because I knew no matter how many off-duty jobs I worked, the more jobs I worked, the less free time I had. So what would happen like this, my bank account would go up, but my quality of life would go down. And that didn't seem really that great of a deal, correct? Money was great, but quality of life was not great. So I was looking for a way which could give me both money freedom and time freedom. And I found it in the industry, because it took me all of about 1/10 of 1 second to understand that getting paid off of the efforts of a lot of people is a lot better than just getting paid off of the efforts of yours truly. So I took it very seriously right from the start, right? Rose up through the ranks, became the top earner in Florida, and then went on to become top earner in other parts as well. And lo and behold, just when I came from going to a big event at corporate office in Dallas at the time, we came back. A couple of the owners, one of them called me. There was three of them. One of them was a former policeman, and told me that they were going out of business. Oof. Which is heartbreaking. A company which did $100 million in 2 years, subsequently, some bad decisions were made and they went out of business. I was devastated. I had just had the owners. We built our own training center. We would have weekly meetings. I did everything right. I promoted, I put my heart into it. And if I was like a lot of people, I could have just walked away. I could have just said, the heck with this, I'm gone. But my dreams were bigger than the temporary disappointment, for sure. So I called the team together. We decided to go on to another company. I'm kind of dating myself a little bit, which is a prepaid telephone card company. And that went good for just a little bit of time. And then shortly thereafter, you would call and it'd go boop, boop, boop. The number you called has been disconnected, no longer in service. Product didn't work. So went on to another one, another prepaid telephone card company, and went up to Ringgold, Georgia. For those of you that don't know where it is, it's a very small town next to Chattanooga, Tennessee. First check the first week was $7,500. I mean, I worked really hard. We took the team up there to celebrate. We went out to go have dinner. When we were driving back to the hotel, you could see the corporate office over the interstate overpass, and I saw a U-Haul truck backed up to the corporate office. And I thought, my goodness, oh my gosh. I thought somebody was breaking into the office. I really did. So the police and me said, I'm going to stop them from doing this. So I went, had my gun, went around the corner, and lo and behold, I didn't catch a thief. I caught the owner. And I'm not going to say his last name, but his first name is Roland. And he was sneaking out in the middle of the night. Ouch. And he said, MLM is just not for me. And I thought, Roland, how could you do this? MLM is not MLM. MLM is about people. Life is about people. So if you're saying MLM is not for you, what you're really saying is people are not for you. And it can't be like that. It cannot be like that. So got the team together. We were upset. We cried. Had the opportunity to quit. Went on to another company. They malfunctioned as well. So in 2007, we turned around and we are where we are, because I knew this. I knew my heart is always going to be with people. I knew I would never give up. I knew I would always dream. I knew I would make the sacrifices. I knew that I would always put other people first, as I have my whole life. Because a funny thing in life that a lot of people have never learned is this, is that when you put other people first, it will always come back to you. Have you ever noticed in MLM that selfish people never make it? They never, ever, ever do. MLM is a team sport. It really is. If you serve other people, great things can happen to you. If you do not, it will not. So that has been the story, my early MLM story. So I know in our industry, there are a lot of very talented people, great promoters, great people. You're just people, some had gotten into the wrong vehicle. They had their heart broken just like me. And one of the things that at TalkFusoin is this: everybody is somebody. And it's not just words, it's really, I mean it. I think every single person has the ability within you to do just as well as I have if you are willing to put in the hard work, if you are willing to be coached, if you are willing to listen, if you're willing to be consistent. I mean, I've been consistent for 35 years now in MLM. I've gotten up early. I mean, I've been more consistent than my hair, actually, because I had more hair then, but I've gotten up early for 35 years. I've made sacrifices for 35 years. I've been disappointed a lot in that 35 years early on in my MLM career, but there was absolutely zero that ever made me want to quit, pause, take a break, talk bad about the industry, give up, make excuses. None of it. Absolutely none of it. And so what has been fantastic is I have surrounded myself on the corporate level and in the field with leadership that have the same mindset. You hear me talk about it all the time. Mindset, momentum, money. You have to have the right mindset first. And people that come into MLM treating it like a hobby, you get a hobby-like check. People that jump from one company to the next, most of them, all of them, you wind up losing credibility. You wind up losing income along the way. So I've always said the most valuable thing, one of the most, and I believe it's the most overlooked thing in MLM that is the most valuable, is a company that does what it says it will do when it says that it will do it. That is important. Come the end of the earth, it's a joke, but it's not. There'll be at least two things left. Cockroaches is number one, and networkers looking for their final home is number two, right? And I will tell you this, with momentum very high and getting higher by the second, you know, some people you've seen on social media on occasion, I have things come across my feed. I'm more into people than I am watching what other people are doing in the social media, but you see kind of the same thing where there's certain companies in nutrition that are being absorbed by others. And there's a lesson in that. There's a lesson in that strong companies are strong, right? And weak are weak. However, a collection of weak companies doesn't always make a company strong because you have different cultures, different beliefs, different comp plans, different thinking, different leadership. You have all of that. In our business, virtual things that you cannot deny is this. We have the fastest business model in MLM. Period. What I mean by that is this. Yes, we pay commissions faster than anybody else in the whole industry. And that says a lot.
It does.
Right? 1 minute or less anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where you live. Think about that. Number one. Number two, a product that can transcend borders. It's borderless. You don't have to ship. You don't have to taste. You don't have to talk to doctors. You don't have to ask about the scientific advisory board. There are no tariffs in video email. So you can really get started in a business, get the product instantly, and get paid instantly.
That's huge.
It is very huge. And it gives us a big, speed is a big advantage.
Absolutely.
It is, if you do it right. Video email across the world, it's a better way to send email. Personalization is the future of email. Go ask anybody. That's what they will tell you. And email outperforms social media, hands down, in many different areas. Conversions, click-throughs, ROI. I mean, you name it, it's there. And I share with people, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but not too long ago, there was a regular email company that was sold for $12 billion, $12 billion, which is a lot of money. They were bought by a company which is valued at $120 billion. You know what that tells you? It's called a clue. They put a lot of value in that company because email absolutely around the world is surging and it is very valuable. Now, here's the catch, though. I want you to think about this. That was just normal email marketing. It was not video in the email, which video around the world is hotter than it's ever been as well. Mm-hmm. And they had no component of branding with it. And as each of you know, that we provide custom templates for everybody. So now I think we have how many pre-designed templates?
Guys, so just switching gears just a little bit, loving Bob's story. We are all super, I love it. I've heard it so many times and it's just from the heart and it's true. And it is the heart and spirit of TalkFusoin. So switching gears, guys, we just had our biggest expansion of video email templates just released. So let me just break that down. So these are the new categories and additional categories that we created. We added 234 apology templates. So turn any mistake into a relationship building moment, we say.
Some of you start using them. You know how it goes. I'm not going to mention any names, but some of you choose the wrong football teams. Go ahead and apologize. Some of you didn't think the shower at the Reina house would get redone when I started taking a hammer to it because it was a little bit of a leak.
We got Bob the Builder.
But no, please, no. Start apologizing. Right? So I'm sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. 273 health and beauty templates. This is perfect for influencers, salons, spas, wellness brands, lifestyle marketers, and so many more. We have 234 new real estate templates, agents, brokers, investors. The market has never seen tools like these before, guys. And 195 additional hello templates. They're fresh, they're fun, they're friendly, and perfect for fresh and first impressions that stick. And so much more. So take all of those. That is 3,400 pre-designed video email templates per language. So if you take that times our 13 languages, that's over 44,000 professionally designed video email templates at your fingertips. So
44,000. I mean, my goodness, that is a lot. And actually, we're very soon. We're going to be adding things in another language. We've already started the process. Mm-hmm. So we will keep everybody posted about that. But to go back to what I was saying, just email, no video, no custom templates, nor do they have any standard templates. So we have 44,000 now.
Yes.
Wow. You check that on the calculator. 44,000. 44,000 templates in 13 languages. So we have email, we have video, we have 44,000 custom templates. I'm sorry, pre-designed templates, plus custom templates that everybody loves. When I send them out, everybody loves seeing them so that you can look great in the email inbox as well as on social media, because with a click, you can share it on social media, right? Mm-hmm. But also check this out. That $12 billion valuation came primarily from the major market in the United States. Wow. Not global operations like we do. And here's something else you need to think about. They don't pay people either.
Nope.
And they definitely don't pay people in 1 minute. So 12 billion is a monster valuation. It's deserves a lot of congratulations. That company has done a tremendous job. Mm-hmm. Tremendous. I know we can do better.
For sure.
I know as one family we can do better. Mm-hmm. I know as a family of dreamers we can do better. I know as a culture we can do better. We have something very special here at TalkFusoin. I see it every single day. The stories of success, the messengers. I tell people all the time we're messengers of hope, to give people hope back in their lives. Because a lot of people are great people. They just don't know where to turn to really, have a little bit of extra income, or a lot if you work hard. They just don't know where to go. I was having an interesting conversation with somebody yesterday, and they said, well, do you charge people a $50 promoter fee to join like other companies? I said, I do not. And they said, well, you could be making so much more money that way. And I said, I understand that. I get the math, but we don't charge people for a reason. Because I absolutely, and it's the same reason why I don't charge you to have a portal fee or all these other fees that other companies do. Because I want people to have as much value as I can possibly squeeze into the product. I am happy to take less on more, because I know with the systems that we have set up, getpaidin1.com, if those of you have not had the opportunity to look at it yet, you really should, because that explains the product, the timing, the sizzle, as well as the compensation plan in 13 different languages. So you don't have to. So I feel great about where we are as a company. I feel wonderful about it. Some things that we are working extremely, extremely hard on right now. Next will be India UPI, which will be pay by phone. We'll be the first company in the history of the industry to use pay by phone. For those of you in India, you know what I mean. It's or unified payment interface, where you can pay right out of your bank account, transfer funds. But here's the catch: in 1 minute, your commissions will be paid. So it's tremendous. We're going to be setting another record. Yesterday, I had a call with TalkFusoin IT, and we're going through all of crypto, because we're doing pay in and pay out, and that is sailing along well. No bumps yet. Everything is moving just like it should. And for those of you that have been around us, you understand this about us, that our bar that we set for ourselves is excellence. Promoters are at their best when the business moves from their head to their heart. And the way that you market from your heart is when you have 1,000,000,000% confidence in the performance of the company. Not just now, but well into the future. So this is why it's so important that when we launch things, that we make sure that it's perfect the first time, because that's important, right? So as we get closer and closer to launching these things, it's important that all promoters and customers turn around and make sure you get plugged in. You pay attention to the email updates. You pay attention to social media. You pay attention to everything that we're doing, because we are moving super fast.
So fast.
And that will always be the pace that we set. Speed, but excellence, right? Speed, but excellence. Because we have some really cool things that we're doing with the product that I'm not going to go into right this particular second. But I know all of you will be extremely, extremely excited about. We have another big, huge market that we're opening in January. Some great leaders that I've had a great relationship with. They're like family. And that's one of the things that is something else that separates us, I believe, from other companies, is TalkFusoin is really one family. It really, really, really is. Christy and I, one of the things that keeps me up at night is to see what more we can do to help. That's it. It's not, we don't look at just where we are. We look at where we're going and where we want to be. And I think with all the factors that we have in place, the timing, the product, the global marketplace, all the features, all the functionality, the branding, the instant pay, the leaders, I believe we have a great opportunity to smash a lot of records in the industry. I believe the old playbook is dead in MLM. I do. Certain companies have been selling the product the same way for 80 years. They've been recruiting the same way for 80 years. Some people just rely on certain things, the way to do things. MLM is not difficult. It's really not difficult to understand. It comprises of a bunch of people doing a little bit of work. Generally, that's it. So, but if you follow the math behind it, everybody knows with the power of two. Everybody knows two friends that would like to be able to send a video email instead of just a normal email, right? I mean, Hallmark greeting cards, $5 billion. It's easy.
Right.
Creating relations is a must in life. So use the product to build relationships. Say please, say thank you, say happy birthday. It's the holiday season. Whatever you wanted to say, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses see it all the time, right? Because in these days, everybody is selling something. Everybody is an influencer, right? Some people are influence-less influencers, but they're still an influencer. Ask them,
Keep going.
right? Keep going. Just don't give up, because those people can have a breakthrough as well. So you keep on using the product and let the product do the work for you, help you. It helps introduce it to everything. So with that being said, it is pedal down time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just said, some of your friends don't have entrepreneurial interest. Here's my advice to you: go find more friends.
Or better friends.
Yep. Right. You will only elevate to the level if you're stuck, right? Then you need to get unstuck by elevating your own game. Because I will simply tell you this, right? MLM industry is proven.
Mm-hmm.
Period. It is proven. Don't let anybody ever cast stones at it. It is proven, right? We've been around since 2007.
Mm-hmm.
We are proven. So what the great things that I love about this is if you need help, find out what you're not doing right, get with your upline. It might be your invitation. It might be the way you're inviting. It might be anything. Mm-hmm. Don't know. But please get with your teams and they can help you elevate, because I will leave you with this thought. The compensation plan is exactly the same for everybody. The product is exactly the same for everybody. The support is exactly the same for everybody. So I'll stress this again, the only uncommon denominator is you. So if you're not where you want to be, ask upline for help. Mm-hmm. They can help you make a few minor adjustments. I mean, I'll give you this one last analogy. If you go to boil water, what happens at 211.5 degrees? Nothing. What happens at 212? It boils, right? So sometimes it's just that 1/2 degree difference, which makes a true difference in your business. So what you got, Christy?
Definitely. And also, again, the world is watching. The London Insider, which is a huge international media outlet, just spotlighted TalkFusoin as their top story, proving the momentum is insane, not just here, but all around the globe. So we posted that on our social media as well. So please go check that out. And we will see you guys again in 2 weeks. We're having another Tips from the Top Founders exclusive broadcast with Bob and myself. It will be December 18th, 11 a.m. Eastern at TalkFusionPresentation.com. So same place, same time, just in 2 weeks. And we will get this recording out to all of you as soon as possible so you can share it with your teams. I know international time zones are a little bit tough for everyone, but thank you all for joining us. We are so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you, and we mean that from the heart.
So everybody, please have a good week. If you need us, please reach out. We're always here to help. Pay attention to special announcements because they're coming fast. So we love everybody. Please take care of yourselves. Happy holidays again, and we'll talk to you here very soon. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.